Hey everybody, and welcome back to Game of Thrones. That says something about the last episode, that Telltale Games can still get me to hold my breath in tension, despite this being a completely different series. So, bravo, Telltale Games. Bravo, you got me good with that last one. That was good. Alright, so let's jump back into the story.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Alright, see if I can play. We're playing the game of houses, as Robert Jordan would say it. Ironwood box. It reminds me of home.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Is that a brochette? Brochette?
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
Yeah, it's a small trinket. Carved iron tree.
Ethan made this for me.
That's cool. That's very cool. Unfortunately, you're away in a foreign land. Let's look at it. She did just that. She only looked at it. Oh, I love it.
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city.
Of course.
I do wish you and Mother could come. Although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
It's kind of crazy. So, does she know that her dad is dead? Okay. Dusty old tome.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Well, your dad and Roderick are dead, so that won't be happening. But yeah, books were the old school interwebs back in this day. So yeah, that book would have been something. Plus printing and writing. I don't think the printing press was invented yet, so most of these books would have had to have been handwritten, which is kind of crazy. Alright, so coal brazier. Do I need to find something in here that... here we go. We got another... Get a whole nother side to the... okay. I'm not going to read the letter from Mother yet. I'm going to look at other things.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Oh, she got a letter from her mother, and what I'm going to need to do is burn the letter in this coal brazier once I finish reading it, because she's probably going to tell me to destroy it and probably going to tell me what my mission is. Got it. I know how these things work. I love this kind of stuff.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady
Wait a minute.
Marjorie.
Wait a minute. Settings. Audio, video, subtitles. Dang it. I'm so sorry, everybody. I keep forgetting to do that, but we're on track now. I apologize.
Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Yeah, I know I'm coming. I'm not decent.
One moment.
My lady.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Yeah, let him in.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Who is he? And why is his voice so deep for such a small body? Oh, you're coming to change the chamber pot. Oh, you're coming to disperse the coals.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Well,
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
what?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Can I thank him?
Good night, milady.
It's still the day. Huh.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm tense. I am tense. What are you gonna say? I already know. I already know what you were talking about.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Okay.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Alright. So I've... The music begins again.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Time to play the game of houses once again.
Good luck.
Alright. The Coal Boy. I'm leery about trusting him, but he may be a powerful ally in the times to come. Because he is a Coal Boy. Oh, I thought I had to walk already.
You can do this.
Alright. So they want me to apologize in front of an audience, do they? All right. Oh, is that the dude from the... It is.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Must be humble. Kneel before her.
Your Grace.
Uh-huh.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive.
That's the Iron Throne.
You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
Okay.
And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Don't look at me like that.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Margaery was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Margaery.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting.
Nice.
We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margaery might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
Yes.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I mean, Marjorie, that's what Marjorie told me to do. She said, you might feel one way in your heart, but say the opposite.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Margaery has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah, what? It's true.
Yeah, you're a little freak.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Margaery could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
They tended to be bastards
Although,
back then.
marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Margaery well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
That's a joke.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
That's true. Women hold all the power.
The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Yeah, that's what you wanted me.
I'm just glad it's over.
You wanted me to do that. That's what you asked of me.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
Yeah, but that's what you asked
There's
of me.
always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over.
That's the way of the world, though. It hasn't really changed.
I fear it will only get worse when I am Queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love
That's
you.
true.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Sarah's a spy.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Well, I mean...
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
That's true.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
I don't know if I would have showed her the letter. That's the thing that has me conflicted. Because by showing her the letter, I should have convinced her myself. But then I wouldn't have had proof. And I mean, regardless, the burden of proof is on me. And now my horse is gone. I mean,
7 Hells.
the burden of proof is on me, but still, I don't know.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Whoa.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Okay, I get
Like a
it.
drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Foresters?
Oh, that's the snow dude.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
I snapped a twig.
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
They heard the horse, but if I stay stiff, I run, they're gonna find me.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Yeah, they heard the horse galloping. Sweet Nass. Oh man, they're keeping their foot on this tension pedal. Perhaps. Oh, I can use the herbs and bandages on him. Yeah, they're gone. They're not going to come back. They left him to die. That's a big old X. That's a big old X. What am I supposed to be doing right now? Gotta help this guy. I don't know if he can be helped. No,
Bloody hell.
he's dead. There's not enough herbs and bandages in the world at that point. But I did ask for my mother's be. I don't know.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
Come on, old man. Get your exercise game
But
up.
300 generations of Forrester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
Lord Salt the Milk. That's what they're gonna call you.
He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that. Like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn.
No time like the present.
These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Woo! And we're gonna cut the episode there. Who were they telling to keep walking? I have no idea, but we'll find out next time. Now, in these games, it's like, I did what she asked me to do. I did what she asked me to do, and I appeased Cersei, and I made it through there, and I spoke to Lord I forgot how you pronounce his name, but I spoke to the cool dude who wants to help me. My mother asked, I don't know if, because, I don't know if I'm only supposed to rely on him, or if push from both sides will, I don't know, because maybe push from both sides. But then my mother asked me to, I don't know. I think I did it okay up until I was talking to her. I don't know if, because it's not just the Boltons, it was Eric Snow. And Eric Snow is the problem. And asking on my mother's behalf, and I didn't get to read all the options, and now it's going to drive me crazy, because it's like, what do I do? What do I do? But I'm about to be a queen's handmaiden. And I said it in front of Sarah. I probably should have sent Sarah out of the room. But had I sent Sarah out of the room, she might have told somebody else. I think Sarah's going to tell Cersei on me. I really think that she's going to snitch and tell Cersei on me and the other lady. So that's going to get her in trouble. But maybe the other dude can help us. I don't know. I don't know. But yes, it is dire. It is dire, all because my character, the main character from the beginning of the story, chose to, or had to, defend himself, which sucks because there are no video cameras, so I can't show what happened. And even if I could, they don't care. They obviously don't care because we don't have as much worth as a soldier. So I don't know, but this has me racking my brain like, am I doing this right? And this is the kind of games of houses, Game of Thrones, that would be played where your every single word could mean you sustaining your position, you getting ahead, or it could lead to your ruin. And that's beautiful. So Telltale Games, bravo. I would clap, but I'd peek out my microphone, but you guys are doing it so well. You have this net weaved so well. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Awesome. So I look forward to continuing to play this game. So I'm going to cut the video here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked it, mash that like button like there's no tomorrow. Share the video game. Share the video game. Share the videos with the world. Oh, also, I believe I have down in the description the web address to go pick this up. I believe it's still free. I'm playing this on PlayStation 4. I believe it's still free to get from the PlayStation Store. If not, I think it's like $4.99 for this first episode, which is freaking amazing. Still awesome. Telltale Games is doing their thing and they're getting busy with this story, and I love it. But hit me up on Twitter and hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the videos thus far. Let me know what you think about my decisions that I've made. Let me know what decisions you would have made in my predicament, or in my situation, my shoes. And I am the Outlier, and I will see you all in the next video.